Today we're going to talk about word problems. So before we checked out, we talked about how to multiply decimals and how to divide decimals. But then we only spent about one day putting them all together in word problems and figuring out which ones they were. And then you jumped in and took the case 21. So most of you did pretty well with the multiplying and dividing, but some of you got stuck with what to do in a word problem. So that's what we're going to practice. I know you do not have these word problems, and that's okay. We are just going to copy down some information. We're going to look at what it looks like to draw a picture, to draw a diagram based on a word problem. Another thing that I saw that not very many of you did on your case 21 was you didn't use cubes. You didn't annotate your problems. So I know you do not have the problems in front of you, so let's look at what I do. So Marcus built a greenhouse on his back porch. The greenhouse is 1.8 meters long. He decided to divide the greenhouse into 3 equal parts in order to plant peas, carrots. How long would each section be? I already see the word divide in there, but let's practice how I would kind of draw out this picture. So he built a greenhouse. I didn't draw anything fancy. I just drew a rectangle because it's like a bird's eye view looking down at my greenhouse. My greenhouse was 1.8 meters, 1 8/10 meters long. He's going to divide it into 3 equal parts. So I drew a picture. I did my cubes. I looked at my problem. I looked at my action words. I have my circled my important numbers. So this problem tells me I'm splitting this up into 1, 2, 3 parts. My question is, how long would each section be? So I'm trying to find one of my sections. So I know I'm going to do 1 8/10 divided by 3. Some of us could predict our answer already because we know this kind of looks like 18, and I'm going to divide that by 3. Okay, so my answer, and if we also remember, if we start with a decimal, our answer is a decimal. So if I have $1.80 and I split it up into 3 parts, I get 6/10. This is what I want you to be doing. Drawing a picture, annotating the problem. Drawing a picture, annotating the problem. Okay, I'm going to skip down to number 4 here. Annalisa's mom told her she would pay her 75 cents for every chore she completed. If she completed 6 chores, how much money did she make? If she completed 4 more chores, how much money will she make? So I have a chore. I'm going to write a C for that. Maybe that chore is like taking out the trash, so taking out the trash for the garbage can. So she did, this one was worth 75 cents. Maybe she put all of her clothes away. So she did another chore. That was 75 cents. How many of those did she do? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I drew a picture, and I know the question says, how much money did she make? So I drew it out. I know exactly what she did, and it makes sense to me. She did this chore, and another chore, and another chore. Is there a faster way for me to solve this problem? Yes, 75 cents times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. 7 times 6 was 42. Another 3 was 45. How many decimal numbers are in my problem? 2. How many need to go in my answer? 1, 2. So how much money did she earn? $4.50. Go back to the problem. How much money did she make? $4.50. If she completes 4 more, what will she make? Plus 4 more chores. Well, what are these? Each 75 cents. So we can make a decision here. Am I going to add or am I going to multiply? I just add on 75 cents. I'm just going to line up my numbers, and I'm going to add on 4 more chores. So I didn't have to think about this. I drew it out. I didn't have to keep it in my mind, and I looked at what happened when I added them up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 7, 14, 21, 28. 4 times 7 is 28. 2 more is 30, plus 5 is 35. 3 plus 4 is 7. When I'm adding, I bring my decimal down. So this one was 6 chores was $4.50. 6 chores plus 4 chores equals 10 chores. 10 chores was $7.50. Okay, so let's look at one more. This one is problem 4. I know you don't have the problems in front of you. I'm going to move up. I'm going to go back to problem 1 on my paper. That doesn't really matter. So at a store, apples cost 68 cents per pound. At a store, apples cost 68 cents per pound. How much will 4.5 pounds of apples cost? I don't see the word divide. I don't see the word multiply. If I'm not sure what to do, I'm going to draw a picture. I suggest every time to draw a picture. So I bought a pound of apples, and that was 68 cents. But how many? 4.5. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need another half. This was 68 cents. This one was 68 cents. 68 cents, and this was half of 68 cents. Oops. So what am I doing? I'm not cutting it up. I have to keep going with my 68 cents. So my problem really is 68 cents times 4 5/10. So I'm going to do a rectangle sections. So I have 6/10, 8 hundredths, 68 cents. Because I have 68 cents, 68 hundredths, 6/10, 8 hundredths. Then down here I had 4.5 pounds, 4 5/10 pounds. 4 5/10. 4 times 6/10, 24. 1 decimal, 1 decimal. 4 times 8 hundredths. 4 times 8 is 32. 1, 2. 2 decimals, 2 decimal numbers. Remember, my 0 counts as a decimal digit. 5/10 times 6/10. I have to remember to copy my decimals here. Should be a good review of what we did in December too. 5 times 6, 30. How many decimals? 1, 2. 1, 2. So I'm going to do 5/10, 8 hundredths. 5 times 8 is 40. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Remember, I fill a 0 in. Now I have to add. Line them all up. Copying over in order. 0, 6, 6, 10. 3 and 6/10. So it will cost $3.06. 600ths, excuse me, $3.06. So for the next few days this week, we're going to spend some time looking at all different multiplication and division problems, and I want to see that you're drawing pictures to help you understand what you're doing. I want you to draw it out. Draw simple. I did not do anything fancy, but it helped me understand, and it will help somebody else understand if you were to explain to them how it is a multiplication or a division problem. You won't have to second guess which one is which.